Which recipe will I choose today?
I'm Kimberly, a self-taught baker. Each week, I pull a number from a jar and bake what fate has chosen. No previews, no planning. This time, Yuzu Panna Cotta. Let's see how it turns out.
This recipe is called Yuzu Panna Cotta. I don't have yuzu. I don't think it's a common citrus fruit where I am. I'm going to do some research and see if I can make a few substitutions here. I know that yuzu isn't really an orange or a lemon. It's kind of like right in the middle. So maybe not as acidic as a lemon, but not as orangey as an orange or a mandarin. I'm gonna do some research and see what I can do. Okay, this says for substituting yuzu, a blend of lemon, grapefruit, and mandarin orange juices can offer a similar flavor profile. And someone else said lemon, lime, grapefruit, and orange. It sounds like it's difficult to achieve an exact match because it's very unique. I don't have mandarins, but what I do have is grapefruit juice, or I have fresh grapefruits, and I also have fresh lemons. So I think, and I have oranges and blood oranges. So maybe maybe I can do equal parts orange, grapefruit juice, and lemon juice. I'm really nervous. Let's cover up the instructions so there's no cheating, and I am going to get my juices and my other ingredients together. It's 1.5 teaspoons, this whole package. I think it is. No, maybe not. I only need 4 teaspoons of yuzu juice, so I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and 2 teaspoons of orange juice. And I have a cara orange, so maybe that'll give it a slightly different flavor profile. We'll see. Look how pretty that is. Okay, 1 3/4 cup. I don't have enough buttermilk. I only had 1 1/4 cup of buttermilk, so I'm going to just put the additional 1/2 cup and just make that regular milk and hope everything's okay. Or maybe I could use sour cream. I don't know what to do about that. I'll figure it out. Can I substitute milk for some of the buttermilk in Panna Cotta? Okay, it's only 1/2 cup. I'm sure it'll be fine. I decided I'm going to use 1/2 cup of milk to replace the little bit of buttermilk that I don't have. I did a little bit of research and it did say that it will affect the final texture and flavor, but I'm thinking because there's more buttermilk than milk, I don't think it would make too much of a difference. We'll see. The ingredients are all prepped, so let's uncover the instructions. Okay, the first sentence is put 2 tablespoons plus 1 teaspoon cold water in a small bowl. That is also an ingredient. Sprinkle the gelatin over the water and then set that aside to soften and bloom. Then we're going to warm the cream with the sugar in a saucepan and then whisk in the gelatin. While I'm whisking, stream in the buttermilk, then stir in the yuzu juice. Strain the custard through a fine sieve, then evenly divide it among 6 4-ounce ramekins. I have dessert glasses. I think I'm gonna use those instead of ramekins because I don't have pretty ramekins. They're just very basic white ramekins. Cover each with plastic wrap and chill overnight. To serve, unmold the panna cottas by running a knife around the edge of each and inverting them onto serving plates. Let's see how long it really takes panna cotta to set. It takes at least 4 hours. What if I put it in the freezer? Can I freeze panna cotta before it's set? It's generally not recommended to freeze before it sets. It can lead to an uneven texture and potential separation of the milk and cream layers. Yeah, we don't want that. I'm not taking it out of the glasses. Maybe we'll just eat it anyway. It doesn't have to be fully set, right? I'm gonna go with that because I don't wanna wait until tomorrow to have panna cotta. I wanna try it today. Okay, let's get started. Panna Cotta has been covered and is ready to go in the refrigerator. I think I'll give it about 4 hours. We'll see if it's set enough, at least for us to get an idea of the flavor. The texture might be a little on the soft side, but that's okay. I don't think I can wait very long. I ended up waiting overnight, and I'm glad I did, because after about 2 hours, the panna cotta was still very runny when I tried to shake it to see just how set it was. So an overnight set is ideal, but I think 4 hours would still be plenty if you are in a pinch and really need to serve this right away. I have no expectations going into how this will taste. I think it may be creamy because of the heavy cream that's in it, but I'm not sure. I didn't look up panna cotta recipes or anything. I wanted to go into this tasting completely blind and not have any ideas on what to expect. The author did suggest to use her blood oranges and caramel, so I have a little bit of that here. And I also have fresh cut cara segments that I would like to try as well. I want to see if this will be okay with just plain fresh fruit versus something that will take an additional amount of time to prepare. Let's give it a try. Oh wow. So the texture is very bouncy, kind of like Jell-O, because there is gelatin in this. It's kind of fun to play with, to be honest. Now let's actually try this and see how it tastes. This is very creamy. It doesn't have the same texture as Jell-O, where Jell-O, you kind of have to work with it a little bit more. This almost melts in your mouth as soon as you take a bite out of it. It has a creamy texture because of the heavy cream. There's a tiny bit of tang in there, and I think that is from buttermilk that's used. It's not overly sweet at all, so I can see why the author suggested using the blood oranges and caramel, but I think it's a very good balance of sweetness. If you want a dessert that is easy to put together but requires just a few hours of patience, this is a very good recipe to go with. I'm going to try it now, first with the fresh fruit. Yeah, fresh fruit is a plus. The texture is a little bit crunchy compared to the panna cotta, so if you're a texture person and you like your textures to complement one another, you might have a little bit of trouble with this one, but the flavor is really good. I do want to note, I'm not picking up the yuzu flavor in this. It's not very citrus forward. I can see why adding a topping would definitely work. I'm gonna go in now with the blood orange and caramel and see how that tastes. This is equally delicious. So you could go either way. It's more of a preference at this point. This is so good. This texture is really silky and it just melts in your mouth. It's so good. And it's so easy to put together. Thanks for joining and trusting the process with me. If you don't want to miss another episode, tap the subscribe button below, and I'll see you next time.